Hi Lancers, it's Mrs. Narvaez again, coming to you with 2 more recipes that you can make at home when you're taking a break and need that snack break from all your studies that you're doing. The first thing I'm going to show you is a new take on a lunchroom favorite, the tuna salad, and then I'll show you a fruity butter spread that can be enjoyed a variety of ways. So first, we're going to start with our tuna. So this is a lunchroom's favorite of both the students and the teachers alike. So to make it easier for us, I've already measured out all of the things that we need. So we're going to start with 1 can of drained tuna. If you need help from a grown-up to open and drain the can of tuna, please do that. Don't want anybody getting hurt. And we're just going to add that to our dish. You can enjoy any kind of tuna that you like. School, we like to use just the regular flake tuna. Sometimes people like albacore. Whatever you like in your house, that's what I suggest you use. Don't go getting anything special. We're going to add to the tuna 1/4 cup of mayonnaise. So just a little bit of mayonnaise we add in here. And then we're just going to mix this up until it's nice and incorporated really, really well. It might seem like it's a little bit too much mayonnaise at first, but then once we add our other ingredients in, it shouldn't be. You can always change it up if you need to add more or less. So there we go, we're almost good. Now we're going to add our first secret ingredient to this tuna, and that is Old Bay seasoning. So we're going to use 1 teaspoon of Old Bay. I'm just going to add that in, and we're going to make sure we get this incorporated really well. It'll give it a good color as well. I know the boys really enjoy the Old Bay seasoning whenever we have potatoes or fries. They are always wanting to add that on. So once the Old Bay is nice and incorporated, then we're going to add the second secret ingredient, which is 1/4 cup of mozzarella cheese. So I highly recommend using the finely shredded cheese because it will mix in and incorporate a lot better. In fact, you probably won't even notice that it's even in this updated version of the tuna salad. So mix this all in, and then I'll show you how I like to have this treat. So I know some of you may differ in opinion on which way you like to have this best. I personally like to have it with celery. So you can take your celery stalks and add a little bit of tuna down in it just like that. Okay. It also is easy to take bites, walk around, do some other things while you're having your snack. So that's the first way that I like to make the tuna. Also, we have these little cracker rounds. So you can take any cracker that you like. These I think are a whole wheat cracker, and this makes it really great for just getting little bites of it and sharing with anyone else in your house that might be having this snack with you. And then of course the traditional way of having your tuna salad as a sandwich. I think pretty much everyone knows how to do this. Just add it on your favorite bread. There we go. Add the top, and you have a tuna sandwich. So that's the first snack that we're going to make today. The second thing is a fruity butter spread. So this actually only has 3 ingredients. We're going to start with, oops, switch this around. We're going to start with diced apples. We're going to add raisins and then our nut butter. So I have half of an apple diced up. So for reference, I used about a medium-sized apple. If your apple is smaller than this, you may use the whole apple. If you use a larger apple like the Honeycrisp or a giant Granny Smith apple, you may not even need half of it, because once you chop it up, it'll make a lot. So we're going to start with half of that diced apple. I'm going to add that to our mixing bowl. And then we're going to add 2 tablespoons of raisins. Just dump those in. I suppose you could do this with craisins if you preferred that as well, or currants, they would work. And then we're going to add 2/3 cup of your favorite nut butter. So in my house, peanut butter reigns supreme, and we have that always on hand. So that's what we have today, is 2/3 cup of peanut butter. And so we're going to add this in. And then you're going to have to stir this up. It is quite gooey, I will say. It's going to take a lot of mixing here. You might have to flex your muscles a little. And then once you get it all mixed up, I'll show you how we can enjoy this. Now, there's some additional items you could add into this if you like them. They would give you a little extra flavor and nutrition and texture, some additional crunchiness. You could add one or all of them into this. And the first is honey. That would, you wouldn't really make it a little stickier, but it wouldn't make too big of a difference. The second thing you might consider adding is shredded unsweetened coconut. I actually like that one a lot. And then the third thing you might add are plain sunflower seeds. Again, that'll add some extra nutrition in there for you and a little bit extra crunchiness. So you get the idea. You can keep mixing and mixing. So I'm going to show you now that it's all mixed up, some of my favorite ways that we can enjoy this. Again, I love the celery. So this is a nice treat that we can just spread down in our little celery boats here. Little celery boats. It's a kind of, depends on how big you make your apples. It's kind of messy, but that's okay, right? Treats can be messy. We have our cracker rounds again. And you could just use, just a little teaspoon here to add your things, your toppings onto your crackers. There we go. That's nice. And the third item that we're going to use, I really love. These are apple cinnamon mini rice cakes. These are super, super light and thin, and I really enjoy the cinnamon and the extra flavor that adds into this little treat. So again, you can make a plate of them for sharing. You could, whoopsie, that might happen. You can make them, keep them all for yourself, share them, whatever. That's it for today. Thanks a lot for watching, Lancers, and I hope to see you soon. So long.